Okay, here we go. Funny and aloof start, and then... Welcome to Strange Famous, a live streaming show that's about to begin. We are so excited to showcase several local strange famous people who you may or may not know from the community. My name is Caroline Hutchison, and every Wednesday from 9:30 to 10:30, we'll be meeting you here live from the Soldier Fit Studios in Frederick, with a goal to raise $22,000 by the end of the year. So join us. It's going to be epic. We're going to have a blast. So much fun going to be happening here. A huge thank you to all of our sponsors. C Inc., Safety Environmental Engineers. My Salon Suite of Frederick, Maryland. Interlock Broadheads, Deadly by Design. A&S Construction, holler at your roofing queen. Southern Coyote Custom Game Calls, ow! Heated Hunts, heating up the woods. Voltage Wrestling for local badassery. Valley Guns 2 for all your firearms and archery goodies. And of course, Soldier Fit for letting us use this amazing studio. Strange Famous is hosted by me, Caroline Hutchison, a social media influencer, a hunter, golfer, entrepreneur, and owner of Medina Media Productions. The show is also produced by Medina Media Productions and Venue Media in partnership with a 501c3 Platoon 22. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, it's time to get crazy with Strange Famous. And now, our Marijuana Minute, brought to you by Sweet Buds Dispensary.
Hey guys, it's me again, Rakim from Sweet Buds. We got Alien Mints today as our strain. This is by strain. It's gonna come in at 32%, and it also has 2.81 on that terp. The highest terp is gonna be that 7.7 of that limonene. That's gonna be a euphoric, uplifting. This is gonna be your all-day high. This is gonna be something like your daily drivers, not your sports car, not super exotic, not your beater. This is gonna be a really good one. You can always find us up here at Sweet Buds. This is in Ballinger Creek in Frederick, Maryland. Come on and stop by.
Usually I have headphones, so I can hear what's happening.
It's not true. Wait, can you wait for your questions? Wait for your questions.
Save this energy. Save the energy for the show.
You gotta wait.
Oh, okay, here. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Caroline Hutchison here. Medina Media Productions and Venue Media are proud to present a very exciting opportunity for you to get an inside look into McClintocks Distillery tonight. We've done a few shots.
Couple.
Everybody that walked in, I'm like, you gotta do a shot. I gotta do a shot with you. So this could get a little fucking weird tonight. I have some new friends. Beth, Elizabeth.
Yes.
She's so
Beth is
fancy.
just
Look at
fine.
her. She's super fancy. And then my friend Mike here. Cleveland.
Yes, ma'am.
Like Cleveland,
Cleveland like the
rocks.
city.
All right, cool. Advantage Technologies.
Technology, no
Technology.
S. Close.
Okay, close, but no cigar. And then you do charcuteries.
Yes.
So she got her charcuterie got all fucked up in the car on the way here. So
Yeah,
she's
took
all
a couple
embarrassed, but I'm
bites.
gonna eat it. That's why she's the first guest tonight.
Looks
So we can
delicious
all just
regardless.
eat the fuck out of this charcuterie. It's gonna be
It's perfect because
magnificent.
it needs to sit at room temperature for at least 20 minutes.
Is
so-
that a thing? It has
Oh,
to
yes, it's a
sweat-
real
It has
thing.
to sweat it out, or
It
what?
just the cheeses are going to be better if they're at room temperature.
Okay.
That's how they're meant to be served. So
I
you
like.
can just stare at it for a long
That's
time.
It looks really pretty.
It's like a
from
boiling
over
pot.
here.
It's not going to make it,
It's not going to make
sucker
it
for
better,
salami.
faster. Right? Okay, would anyone like another shot? So first I would like to just say thank you so much. We're here. We're not at the Frederick normal studio at the Soldier Fit studio. We're at McClintocks Distillery. They literally just left us in here with all this booze. God only knows what's going to really happen off camera. But thank you. I promise you can trust me to be here alone again next time. Right?
Yeah, let's not mess this up,
Yeah.
but they don't
Yeah, sure.
invite you back.
You can trust us. We're fine.
We're
Everything's fine. It's probably
super
gonna be fun.
responsible crowd. We're not going to do anything wrong, I promise. But we are here. I did buy some magical gin as well as some Bootjack Rye whiskey. So we're going to do a little, would you like to do a little shot real quick?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then you got to tell me about what you do. I know what you do, but everyone else is going to want to know too.
Oh, give me the gin.
Oh shit, I like your style, bro.
I do love the color of it.
Do you want
It's
to do
very
the gin
pretty.
or the whiskey?
No, I can't do that.
Come on, girl.
It just tastes like a
taste
tree.
little
It's almost
tiny.
Christmas.
It's actually really like you can taste like the juniper, if you will.
Okay, fine.
Just
You're
taste,
like-
just taste it. I'm gonna give you somebody else a shot glass.
fine.
I think we're all safe here. I don't know.
It's alcohol. It
not-
disinfects it anyway.
I'm gonna give you a whole shot. There we go. Just doing it.
I mean, it is, but look at the color. It's like that
But
perfect,
this
like,
is the thing,
fruit.
is if
Looks
you-
like rosé.
Yes, it does look like rosé.
So-
Pretend it's
you-
rosé.
A refreshing gin created as vapors pass gently through our basket of hand-selected botanicals, accented with organically. Yeah, that's one thing he did tell me. Gary was here tonight. He told me all about organic. I was like, what makes something organic?
It's
Right?
a huge thing
There's
here.
a lot
It's
of shit that goes into being
certification.
organic.
Yes.
And they got all organic stuff here. Grows lavender, mint, citrus, freshly sliced cucumber to enhance the floral bouquet. Our gin is then rusted
Again, resting.
in mud. I can't read right now. Some kind of wine casks imported from a small Portuguese island off the coast of Morocco. So if you don't want to taste that, you fucking wrong, girl.
That's right.
Come on, just do it.
Cheers.
Cheers to McClintocks. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. This is in honor of you, Braden. You sick ass bitch.
No, actually, I smelled that beforehand, and it smelled so good. And now, no, I could totally pour that
You
over.
can taste
I
it,
could
right?
put it over an ice cube and just sip
So
it.
I'm not
I'd
a gin
actually
person.
really-
When I get a martini, I'm like,
Yeah.
no gin.
Same.
Straight vodka. I want Grey Goose, and I want it dirty, and that's it.
Now that with a little blast
But-
of Saint Germain and a cucumber slice.
This I could imagine, yes, like a cucumber martini with this, or even like,
The orange, the candy
oh man,
orange.
super smooth.
Yeah, that's
So-
really good, actually.
So these charcuterie boards, if you will, this is such a bougie. This is such a bougie business.
It's the perfect thing.
bougie business. Why did you start this business? Why?
Well, we love to host at our house, and so before COVID, which I know is so hard to think about, the world that we lived in before then, but we would host at our house like every week, and it was just kind of like an open house thing. Like you come if you can. There's
So you're
no-
that person.
Yeah, I
Okay.
am. And one of our friends
I could
that
tell by your jacket,
constantly came over became obsessed with them, and I was like, well, I can do that. And so I did. I just started making
Dude,
them.
you're so awesome.
And then she started asking me to make them for
My kids are
going
gonna
to
want their lunches to look like this. if
My
they see
kids
this
do.
video. Yeah.
They are those bougie
Yeah,
kids.
so is that what happens? Do you have to pack like some seriously bougie lunches? They have expectations.
mean,
They're like,
For
no.
the food, but the
No.
presentation.
I
like-
wanted it to be a flower.
No, see, it doesn't happen like that. It's like, here's your salami, and here's your cheese, and here's your jam.
Eat it. Take it
And then
and
your
eat
crackers, throw it in there yourself. Like, they might be crumbs at the
Does your
end.
mom feed you charcuterie?
My mother fed me all sorts of stuff. My mom's from Rome. She is an Italian immigrant. As you might be able to tell by this.
So then
Yeah,
you had
you
a
really
If I don't,
have,
like,
you
if
have
I
like
don't
a
make it
serious
obvious-
vibe tonight. Like your vibe is like, it's intense.
Sometimes
You're
I
putting it
accidentally
out
go
there.
full Guido.
If you had an aura, I would say it's almost like a reddish orange tonight.
So, like,
Yeah.
So you know the true, even what charcuterie even means. And this
Well,
is like
yeah.
not actually.
I mean, I'm a sucker for some good salami.
Oh, who isn't?
Now, you being an expert.
You
at
fucking walked
charcuterie,
into that one.
Can you walk backwards
Look,
into it?
he was ignoring you, and you just kept pushing. I love that.
Hey, speak.
Sorry.
That sounds about right.
I do like a good salami. I'm hearing you out. Okay.
Sometimes you just ignore it, but they keep pushing.
Yep. She's trying to make it a certain way.
Can you describe to us the difference between charcuterie and crudité?
Yeah,
Well, I mean, charcuterie is just traditionally the cheese and the meats. So I actually am not positive.
So, like,
if
the
the
sweaty
I
stuff.
thought, because the crudité I thought was just the vegetables.
It's usually like a veggie tray.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never even heard of that
so
one.
in California, where like this trend like started with all the like displaying your
beef?
it becoming like an art piece, they use the term grazing instead. So then it's like, you know, it's a grazing board, it's a grazing table, it's a you know.
So you have a board here.
Then
What
yeah.
is this?
Yeah, this is just my. It says.
Do you have things behind it? What are
I
you-
do
are you
have
hiding
things
stuff
behind
behind
it. Well, it's propping it up, but then also I do try to use
I
like
love
local
McClintocks.
products.
yeah.
I try to use
We
local
love
products
McClintocks.
when I can, and so right now I am featuring the McChubbins jam in my signature cheese ball. So this one is
You
their
have a
big.
signature cheese ball.
Oh, people like.
Girl, I need to get on your level.
People
This is like,
go crazy for it.
I feel
For the
like
cheese ball?
everybody
Yes.
is probably just lining up to have you at family events and
Yeah,
stuff. So, like,
Yeah,
we
they're
want you for
missing out, but,
Thanksgiving. We want
Like
you
if
for
you
Christmas.
planned your company's party, you missed out and you should have booked me earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Good for you. So how long have you been doing this?
Legally?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because in the state of
the
Maryland,
IRS
you do-
is not watching.
No, I'm not worried about the IRS.
Okay.
It's actually the health department.
Oh.
In the state of Maryland, they make it very, very hard for food services. Probably this distillery knows all about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to work out of a commercial kitchen
Okay.
to be able to do what I do. So I started in September of last year, so a little bit over a year.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I was so excited to meet you guys because you had that like good energy.
No, you know it. I like am totally fangirling ever since
so
I
are
met
you
you. and I
married? Is
literally-
this your husband?
Yes.
Okay.
I am 15 years. Just
Macho
like
Man,
last week.
Randy
15.
Savage.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, you guys are so cool. The vibes you're giving off.
Oh, that was the
Loved
best.
It. It was
I
very
walked-
You
fun.
should. If you love that vibe, then you have to come take one of my classes. Because
Sign
like
me
he's there with me and like we just carry that vibe like the entire 2
Sounds
hours.
fun.
So it's
Super
such
fun.
a good time. It's
Well, I'm sure
not the
everybody
same.
here is going to enjoy this magical
Yes.
charcuterie that you've created for us.
Thank you.
And we're all drinking and smoking weed. Well, not everyone's smoking weed, but
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
please
talk about
boy! Yeah!
I mean, for a snack
Legal,
business, can I just say
legal
like
in
how
the state of Maryland. Hi,
I'm so
how are you?
excited.
Wait,
That's Chris May.
hi, Chris May. Come on in. Do you want to sit down with us for a second?
Hey, Chris
Come
May,
on.
pull up a chair.
Just sit up here for a second.
Take a
Scoot
shot.
over.
Speaking of smoking
Listen.
weed, Chris May is here.
All right, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Grab one of those shot glasses. Do you want gin or whiskey?
Right.
The gin is really good.
All right,
Whiskey,
sit down there.
awesome.
Move my
Jack Rye.
bougie ass purse up.
Allow me, Chris May.
Vintage, whatever. Yeah.
What did I just walk into?
All right, so we're filming right now, and this guy just walked in. I was like, the distillery's
Does that mean
closed.
we
We're
have
doing
to take
separate
some also?
private shit. Yeah, probably.
Probably. I'll
Do you
take
want more
Rye in
gin?
solidarity.
So now let's talk about you and your magic
Oh,
friend that just walked
My
in.
goodness. So,
Y'all have like a Harry Potter vibe or some shit going on. I don't
Harry
know.
Potter.
I love it.
I mean, I guess it's a good thing.
No, you have your own vibe. It's cool.
We both work for Advantage Technology. This
Mm-hmm.
man is actually the man. He is our director of security solutions. Did I get that correct, Chris May?
All right.
Fantastic.
Cybersecurity, yeah.
Mr. Cybersecurity. I don't know if you've noticed he has a nice husky voice with just enough of a West
Get
Virginia
him in.
twang
Can you hear him in there,
to
Jay?
lull you
Can you
in.
hear him? All right, let's get him in.
False sense of cybersecurity.
Share because I'm so I'm trying really hard.
We're doing shots.
So
I was
we're
required
here-
to do one upon
We're
entry.
here at McClintocks. I would like to just remind everyone that we are doing this for a reason. Okay. So every single person that's here tonight, did you pay anything to be here?
No.
No. Did you?
No.
Okay. We're doing this in an effort to create awareness about Platoon 22. Before I get too drunk to talk about it, I would like to make this statement. Platoon 22 is creating awareness about the reality that our veterans are committing suicide. 22 on average a day commit suicide. Platoon 22 is here to support them, give them mental health support, give them the support they need to get back in the community. And if you can, $20, $10, $5, anything can help. So go to platoon22.com, make a donation today. Please do the same if you guys feel so inclined. I would love for your support to be there. And, you know, this is all in good fun.
Well, when's
So,
the grand opening of their Veteran Service Center?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
It is tomorrow. So
Are you going?
Yeah, I'll be there with a camera
Okay.
and doing some footage and behind the scenes stuff.
And where is it?
It's right over off Gas House Pike. So if you know where
Yeah,
Cluster
Monoxy
Expires
Boulevard.
is, so they teamed up with the Goodwill program in Frederick County, and it's amazing. The facility is absolutely
Facility is dope. It's huge.
It is absolutely mind-boggling how
Okay.
beautiful. They have these huge spaces for everybody. There's workout rooms. They're helping veterans get jobs, helping them get mental health support, helping them get healthcare support, helping them apply for programs that they might not be able to figure out on their own, right?
Yeah.
Like they got some smart people up in there. And there's all these different programs that are housed in the veteran. It's like,
That sounds amazing.
it's several nonprofits and for-profit companies all living in one space.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they're
dope.
attached
It's super
to
dope.
the new
That's
main
so
campus
awesome.
of Goodwill, Monoxie Valley. It's a
Yeah.
huge facility. It's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm really excited and proud to be a part of what they're doing, raising money. So please, that's the effort here tonight and everything. So thank you,
Well, I'll make a
McClintocks.
pledge now for like every new follower that I get on Instagram or Facebook for the rest of the month. I will
I like
donate
that.
at least $1.
All right, there
for
we go.
everyone.
So there you go.
And
What's
my
your
Insta
Instagram
one, it's,
handle?
If you just type in Cheers to Snacks, I'm the only one that comes on. And,
Okay.
If you do Cheers to Snacks on Instagram, it does have like a .llc.
Okay.
But if you search Cheers to Snacks, like I'm the only one that's gonna show up.
Cheers to
So,
snacks.
yes.
There you go. Make your donation. Follow my girl, then she'll
Yes.
donate more. That would be
Yes.
super awesome. And then you guys. So you just kind of showed up magically. Let's do
Yeah.
our shots.
Let's do
it.
our shots.
You wanna-
It's a
you wanna
toast to
go
Mr. Danny Farrar and his efforts.
Dude, Danny Farrar is killing it, and I'm
killing it.
super proud to have him as a mentor and a friend. So thanks, Danny Farrar, for believing in what we're doing here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Supporting some vagrants, basically, with random ideas. I love
It
it.
is so good.
Yeah, it is
to
really
pick up
good.
a bottle
At one
for
point, he
Christmas.
was the vagrant with the random idea. and
Dude,
then
you know what
boom,
I love
social
about
feed
him is
exists.
that he posts stuff about like his reality and like he was homeless. He talks about his indiscretions, the things he's done wrong. I don't know a lot of people that are that public about their indiscretions, and it makes him it normalizes who he is. You know what I mean? And we're all inhuman a little bit, just a little,
Just a little.
just enough.
Gotta be.
Right?
No, this-
just
this
enough,
one's a
just
whole
enough to
animal.
get by. So, okay, so let's talk technology. That event you guys just had at Dutch's Daughter I loved it.
No, it was a blast.
I loved it. It was awesome.
That was
It was
fantastic.
a great group of people. Dutch's is awesome every time. Delivers great
awesome. We
food.
love
The food
Dutch's
is
Daughter.
amazing. Dell was a great presentation.
Dell was awesome. Yep, they're great
So
partners of
techie.
ours.
It was super techie.
What you?
Like, I'm a
You were
nerd.
fine
I
with it.
teched out on it. I was sitting there like, wow, this is so much stuff above my head.
He's
Because
like,
I haven't been in tech for 12 years.
Everyone else is like, Scuzzy, what?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah.
And we gave away a $4,000 laptop.
Dude, I was banking on that
If
shit.
you ever want to
Like,
come to an event, we give away like
No, we got-
ridiculous technology at the
We're
It
end.
going to
was
be doing
insane.
more and more events.
Yeah.
And it was a great event. It was like, how many people attended?
About 30.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And in 1 out of 30, we had a chance to win a $4,000 laptop. And you got a free lunch from Dutch's Daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Krabby-
mailing
Krabby
list?
Dip?
Like, can we go like on your website and click
Yeah.
so we know we don't miss out on all the
And
Absolutely.
I
other
honestly
events?
learned a ton
Yeah.
about like technology. Like I haven't been really up on what's happening, how software is developing, how servers are actually being offered. It's all virtual now.
Oh, yeah.
It's all, nothing is on site. There's
Everything changes every like 6 months.
So
something
how
is
does
brand new.
Iron Mountain work in like companies like that now with what you guys do? And do you compete with them? Is that one of your competitors? They're just like offsite storage,
They're
right?
just
Yeah.
off-site brick storage.
backing
Pretty
everything
much.
up.
I mean, if somebody
right?
needs to dump a big amount of data somewhere and you don't want to keep it in-house, you can put it somewhere like
Yeah.
that, more like a data repository.
But is it all virtual now?
Most things are. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends on the needs of the client typically, but where everybody went remote. So we've been busier than we've ever been in 20 years in the last 3 years. Because suddenly the things
Hell yeah, everybody's working
Yeah.
from home.
everything we told people to
That's
do
what
for
I'm
10
feeling
years, they
right
didn't
now.
do.
Workforces
Yeah.
are
How
scattering.
do I share these huge video files like tonight? Okay, Jay's taking all these videos. How's he going to share these videos with me
Well,
tonight?
that's what you and I were talking about, was
Yeah.
how we're going to help, you virtualize.
My man over here, I bet he shares a lot of videos, a lot of photos, a lot of stuff.
It's hard when your
Yeah.
email limits you to 50 gigs. Right?
Dude, you can't.
Or 50
And
megs,
or
I should
Google
say.
Drive, so you upload something and then you
Right.
got to sit
I
and
mean,
wait for it to
we have
download
the
and all this
ability
stuff.
to basically give you a virtual workspace where you can actively work on a document together at the same time. which is, much better than uploading something, having someone download it, edit it, and then re-upload it, and then you download it and work on it.
It's awful.
Yeah.
So do you have a dedicated, like if I was a client, do I have a dedicated server that's like only mine? No one else is accessing my data. It's all secured and encrypted.
It depends on how I architect it. So I'm our security director, so I'm super concerned about the security of the data and containerizing it to make sure it's not touching other people's stuff, right? That's the last thing we need.
Right.
So we have a boutique data center in southern West Virginia where we can set it up there if it's like we do trade secret patent law for people, like storing really sensitive corporate data, or we can do something as simple and put it in like Microsoft Azure. So literally you're in a Microsoft server that we can keep very closed and simple and make sure your data is separated from everybody else. And that's where most of the world's going right now.
I need something like that, honestly. Like I'm everything I'm doing right now is in like an airport time capsule, Apple, right? I know it's fucking ghetto, but it's backed up. It's backed up, and I have an iCloud, right? And I save everything on my iCloud, and it's backed up on iCloud. But that's it. There's no redundancy.
That's
There's
a lot
no,
of people.
Yeah, there's a lot of people operating like that. So you can help those people like me. I have a team of like 5 people that need to file share.
Absolutely.
Right. So
We do that
how do
for-
we do? And it's important data. It's
So do
important.
you have like a client, like do you only work with clients that that need so much, and I'm gonna say something that I don't know if it's gigabytes or whatever, or
So-
like does
No,
it matter
what
what
is it,
size?
petabytes?
I don't know.
Petabyte.
Petabyte is a 1,000
1,000
terabytes is a petabyte.
Okay, yep.
And
This
I
is
was
maths.
I
I
was
don't
like
do
in
maths.
look, I was one of the only people in there
Doing math.
that knew. No, I knew. I already knew what a petabyte was.
Well, there was that one nerd
And I was
over in
like,
the corner.
yeah, boy, I know what a petabyte is. Yeah.
So your size of
No.
your client, you'll serve those like.
So we've been around 20 years. We're the biggest IT company in West Virginia, actually, where our home office is.
Okay.
We have an office in Williamsport, Maryland, we've had for years, and we've just recently, in the last 2 years, opened an office here in Frederick. We have clients anywhere from, 2 people to hospital clients that have 12,000 employees.
Okay.
But we built our business basically off businesses between 5 and 50 people, because that's the market.
Yeah.
That's the
Like
bread
where
and
we're
That's your
from.
average Joe
Right.
that needs help and is overwhelmed with like, how do I do this? What do
The
I
small
do?
business owner
Yeah,
that
we
is
can
doing
help you with 5
all the
people.
jobs.
All the
All the
things.
jobs.
Ready to
Like
offload
Shannon,
something.
how many file sharing situations do you have? I bet you have a lot of stuff, right? Like X-rays and for body sense, like physical therapy. Yeah.
And the file sizes get so large now, that's the biggest problem, is how do you share them, how do you store it?
Yeah, I
how's
have a
it
4K
secured?
Yeah, how to keep it
drone,
secure.
which is beautiful until you have to send
Right.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
4K
like,
footage.
you don't want to like 10 gig video to somebody,
Right,
and you're
'cause
like,
everything
oh,
gets
yeah, let me
posted
just
on
share this to
Instagram
you.
or
2 hours
YouTube.
later, you're just still
Well,
uploading.
You need the quality there still without.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
I'm stealing salami.
That's what our probably
All right.
claim to fame would be, is we can bring that enterprise level IT down to a nonprofit, for example, that's got 10 people that
I love
doesn't have
that.
a lot of money.
Well, I need to
a-
get you in there to the Veteran Services Center. For
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
There's so many companies there, and I know they're file sharing today. The internet was like, they were having issues with internet problems and whatever.
tough.
They just need a tech person that can like support them.
We've always believed small businesses need an advisor that understands all the way up to enterprise.
Yeah.
Because you can build it backwards down to a much smaller
Yeah,
level.
well, and then you
Yeah.
have the ability to scale also, because a small business wants to become a larger business.
Cheers, y'all.
What I like is a lot of small businesses can't afford to have, say, a CTO or CIO. We can work as a virtual CIO for smaller businesses.
Well,
Yeah.
how can people find you guys?
Advantage.tech.
Yep, it's an easy one.
Advantage.tech.
Advantage.tech.
TECH.
On
Or
the
you-
WWWs.
You can find me right there in downtown Frederick on the first floor of the Root Building under the Chamber of Commerce.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay, so
All right,
now
well,
yeah.
wait,
where are
oh.
you originally from with that accent?
Oh,
as a
Southern
kid?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
I've lived in Southern West Virginia, Knoxville, Tennessee, and Texas.
Okay.
Can you tell?
Yes.
It's hard to hide.
I love
Man,
it.
hard to hide.
Chris
I love
May.
it.
The,
No, all my
the
family's
moonshining
from
boys.
Yes.
He's got
North
that pleasing
Carolina,
baritone.
South
Yes.
Carolina, so I knew you were down there somewhere.
Without a doubt.
Dude, you guys are freaking awesome. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
And I'll put all the things in the bottom, in the
Hey,
comments.
were we going to talk
so
about the
links will be in
legalization of marijuana?
Oh,
I know.
yeah. So
Did that just happen?
weed
It
is
just happened.
it's recreationally
Yep.
legal now to
I am
smoke weed.
stoked.
Well,
If
no, it
there's a
still
man-
is. You still have to wait. I think it's.
Yeah.
I don't
think
have
it's
to wait.
July.
You have to wait.
All the other like commuting
Well, I mean, if it's medical,
sentences
then
and
it's going to
stuff.
keep going. But like,
But why is it
I
such
think
a big...
well because Because
exactly.
because the dispensaries have to get ready now.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't even imagine the undertaking it's going to be for paperwork.
And we do
and,
IT work for
checking
dispensaries,
the
just so you
time.
know.
Talia, what's
If
the
you know
one,
we dispensaries, we're great at it. We know how to manage all the transactions.
Yes.
I've got this down to a science.
Okay.
A science.
So Sweet Buds is
Yeah.
actually one of the sponsors of our show.
Okay.
That's one of
We
our
do their
clients.
IT.
Yeah.
We
So
do-
yeah, they're one of our
I
clients.
would love to
They're great people,
emphasize
too.
Yeah, fantastic. Sweet Buds.
right there, Ballinger Creek.
Okay.
Get your weed on.
Your choice for the sweetest buds. I don't know if there's their actual tagline, but it should be.
It should be a thing. It should be.
See
The
what we,
buds have never been sweeter.
Sweetest buds in town.
this could go on for days.
I got more of them.
All right, so we're gonna do one more shot here tonight, and
Is
then
this
we're
one
gonna
gonna
go.
be to
Then we're
legal
gonna go
marijuana?
to a commercial break, and this is historical.
Absolutely.
This is historical
I think
shit.
it's amazing.
I am very excited. I don't know about you all, but here we
I'm
go.
less worried about getting arrested when I leave.
Cheers
100%.
to it all.
2 420
Yes.
and all
420
it
blaze it.
supports.
Let's That's nice.
All right, so a commercial break, and then we'll be right back with some magical. This shit will be all gone by the time you guys get back. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye. What have we been talking on the phone?
Have a business? Need help with your online messaging? Medina Media Productions is here to help you create content, produce videos, manage your online presence, and more. With monthly marketing packages starting at only $300, we can fit into any budget. Call me, Caroline, today. Let's talk about your content. 240-344-2440. North River Sportsman's Club is offering 3D archery competition to the public starting in March 2023. If you would like to participate or learn more, please contact Valley Guns 2 at 304-229-4411.
Need portable displays for conventions and conferences, to home shows, parties, and DJ backdrops? ExpoNet USA provides the best pricing and service for all your print and branding and marketing needs. You've got a guy. Call Display J at 301-378-9363 or www.exponetusa.com. Also available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Can't hear the music, but I feel it. Hi, I'm Caroline, and I like to party. I'm here with my amazing friend Matt. It's so nice to see you tonight. Your glass is empty. We need to fix that.
We can definitely do that.
All right, here, you just pour your own.
There you go.
All right, we're here at McClintocks Distillery. Thank you for joining us, Bill.
Hello, how are you? Thank you for having us.
You're so beautiful. You have like this great like aura about you too.
Okay.
It's like the energy. I like it. The vibes.
Zen.
You're a zen person. You're just zenning it. All right, so Bill, what's the name of your company?
Wizer Productions.
Wizer Productions.
Play off my
Like
last name.
competitor, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last name's
Do you want to arm
Wizer.
wrestle?
Yeah.
You have a really big arm. Never mind. Anyways, we're here talking about collaboration tonight.
Yes.
You and I have had many collaboration opportunities that have been missed.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
COVID fucked us. That's the truth. We had an awesome opportunity to do something for the medical industry
Yes.
in Baltimore. I'm not going to name any names.
So we may get that back though. They have to
Dude.
do that eventually, right?
Eventually it'll happen.
Yeah.
And also, like, you are so talented. So you do, like, you can set up a stage, microphones, lighting,
Yes.
all the things I don't have.
Production.
Everything. It's a team. It's a
Yes.
team effort. I have people, you have things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you come in and film it all.
Yeah. And I also, like, I feel like working with good people is so underestimated.
It is.
It is. And you're a good person. I've known you for a very short period of time, but every time I hang out with you, I'm like, your ability to produce what you say you're going to do is not something that you get from most people.
Right.
Yeah. You show up, you're on time. I'm not on
I
time.
appreciate that.
I'm not. But you
So
are.
my mother taught me.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I saw you a few weeks ago. I hadn't seen you in about, what, six months or so?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And then I'm like, oh my God, Bill's here for Coffee Connections.
Yeah.
But really you weren't. You were just there like hanging
It
out.
was a coincidence.
I came and like assaulted you, and I'm
Yes.
sorry. I was
No, that's good. You got to meet my wife.
I'm like, Bill, hi, I'm so glad you joined Coffee Connections. He's like, I'm not here
I'm here
for
having,
lunch. I'm just having dinner. I'm like at his table while he's eating. It was great. It was fabulous.
We did know 2 of the people, though, there.
Yeah.
Actually, 3.
A few people. Yeah, I was going to say a couple of people were like, oh, you know Bill? I'm like,
Yeah.
I know Bill. Of course I know fucking Bill.
Been around a
Yeah.
while.
It was super fun.
Yes.
But that was a great networking opportunity. Are you going to join Coffee
Yeah, I'm
Connections?
gonna come back to some of your
Tomorrow.
functions. Oh, it's tomorrow already?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a whole month.
Yeah, I need to be there.
It's a whole month.
Where are we?
Every
where are you
Thursday.
tomorrow?
Every Thursday. So tomorrow we're at Dutch's Daughter
Okay.
with Air Doctor is one of our sponsors,
cool.
and they are sponsoring the happy hour.
And I
So
know-
if you are a business owner and you would like to come and meet other business owners, right? B2B business is where it's at, and also just like getting to know you. If I know somebody that needs your help, I
Yep.
can be like, hey, call Bill. He's cool. Hey, you're choking. Call Matt. He can teach you how to do Heimlich. Probably not right
That's
now.
pretty ironic, though. The Air Doctor, I know Barbara Scott very well. I've
I
known
do
them
too.
for
I
many
made their
years.
jingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Small world.
If your heating and air are feeling sick, you just call the Air Doctor. He'll fix it quick.
Go, girl.
Multi-talented.
It's copywritten.
There you go.
It's a real thing. So this guy over here, I'm saving him because it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Do you feel it? Do you
I
feel
feel
it?
it.
You feel it?
Yes, I
You
feel
feel it. It's heavy. Matt.
McClintock. Great alcohol.
That was my chair. I did not fart.
So your part of the episode was.
That's where Caroline farted at like 12 and a half minutes in. That's where Matt's interview starts.
There you go. Hey, start off with a bang.
So Matt and I have been doing work together for quite a while.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Like I love working with you guys, and I believe in what you do, which is
That's great.
my dad's a safety guy.
That's great. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You kind of have to have a passion for safety, right?
Well, you have to care about people and care about them not dying.
For sure. Yeah. We're not always the most popular people, so you got to have a little
Safety
bit of passion
Sam.
for it.
That's
There
what
you
they
go.
always called my dad, Safety Sam.
Safety Sam.
Yeah.
I like it.
At a rock quarry.
Okay.
So I grew up on an island,
Okay.
and we had a lot of rocks on the island. It was called The Rock, Drummond Island, northern Michigan. We had a huge rock quarry. My dad was the safety director.
Oh, very cool.
So they made fun of him, though. They literally called him like Safety Sam, ripped on him. But you know what? When people didn't die, nobody cared. But they didn't die.
When an accident happened, I bet he
Exactly.
just became the hero, right?
Yeah.
I call it the hero to zero, zero to hero effect. Yep. OSHA shows up, an accident happens.
Yeah,
we're
and
your
then
best
you
friend.
like the safety guy.
That's right.
That's when you're the best friend.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you guys do more than just like, okay, let's say we're here, we're at McClintock. What could you do right now in McClintock? What could you offer McClintock for safety?
Anything from safety inspections, trainings. I see the forklift park back there. Help them with their forklift training, first aid CPR training. Help them take some of those barrels of bourbon and put them in my truck. Do a safety inspection.
That's a big part of this.
Take
Safety
them back and
inspection.
inspect them, yeah. Make
Yeah.
sure everything's
Yeah.
legit.
Make sure that wood isn't splinting
Yeah.
in any way.
Yeah, I think I see a few of them that don't look right. I'd like to take them home and sample them.
Taste that barrel.
That's right.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, hey, it's
You're
worth a shot.
full of good ideas,
worth a
Matt.
shot.
You really are. I've really enjoyed like learning about your business though, and I feel like as a marketing company, I don't have a ton of companies I work with. Honestly, I just have a small portfolio, but it's about people that I actually understand and like businesses I understand. And with my dad being in the industry he was in and always being the safety director, it's like kind of second nature, I guess.
Sure.
To think about stuff like that. Like when I was getting ready to lower that door, I was like, safety, Matt.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, nice big glass door. I was just hoping
Glass
we didn't drop it.
door.
We didn't get a
But I
shattering.
handled it like
You did.
like
You
a
did it.
fucking savage.
You
That's
got
what
it.
I do.
You got it.
So.
Oh, it's great to work with you guys too, because we don't, the online stuff, as you know, was pretty foreign to me when you came in.
Yeah.
You're talking about all these different things. We were just talking about TikTok and other things.
Takes time.
I have no idea what half that stuff is, but they go, hey, we see a presence because
LinkedIn is actually performing pretty well for you right now. Like, as a safety company, I feel like there's a lot of businesses that they don't even know, but they need CPR training. Or they need anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, there's stuff that I've learned from you that I use every day, like hunting. I'm hunting all the time. And I have been wearing a harness.
I was just about to ask, is the harness out of the package now?
No, I
In the
did.
tree stand?
It's in my hunting bag. It's in my truck right now. If you walk out there, it's in my bag. And I honestly, like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, I love my kids enough to not want them to have no mom. So I just don't want to die.
And that's part of the message.
And I don't want you to be without a social media person.
That's right. Where would we be? That's right.
I don't know what you would do without me. That's the truth.
That's what
I
we
have
try
to
to-
wear a harness so Matt, his business can succeed.
That's what we try to do when we walk around too. It's not just put your hard hat on or put your glasses on. It's
Life.
Yeah.
It is.
Isn't it nice to be able to see your kids when you get home or see your dog or whatever it is that you
But
work
also it
for?
gives you like a different perspective on just everyday stuff you do. You know?
Sure.
I'm sure you do stuff every day.
Oh, yeah.
And you're
I was
you're
gonna
not
ask
really
him.
thinking about it, but you're in an awkward position
Yeah.
sometimes. I know I am with a camera. I'm in construction sites. I'm always thinking like, should I be wearing a hard hat? Should I be wearing a hard hat? Should I be wearing glasses? Like I'm walking through a live action construction site.
Yes, you should.
I should be wearing a fucking helmet.
That would help.
So
That would
maybe you can help me come up with a safety plan for myself so that
Sure,
I don't die.
we can do that.
That'd be great.
Now, do you all do training on scissor lifts and things like that? I'm
Sure.
curious.
Yep. All aerial lifts.
Yeah,
Yep.
I just had
all
to
use.
learn about that myself. I didn't realize how dangerous they could actually be if
Oh
you didn't
my
know what
gosh.
you're doing.
Yeah,
And I know that if OSHA shows up and you're not properly trained or have the certification, it can
Yeah.
get very expensive.
Well, there's things I didn't know about, like SDS sheets,
Yes.
like where you have to like have everything listed.
Yes.
But they also do virtual training.
Oh.
So they have an Oculus where you can actually feel like you're
Yeah.
in a scissor lift and
That's
go through
awesome.
training,
Yeah.
but you're not actually there. So you're not in danger, but you can be in a situation where you're put in a position where you have to make a decision, act on
Yes.
impulse, and go through your training and activate your thought process differently. I feel like fight or flight is really what you thrive on.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you were talking about being a production company. You guys deal with video and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
We've helped with videos before, and it's funny because you get the camera people out, you get the sound person out, you get all those people, and they're like, "I gotta wear a hard hat." Yeah, you're on the same side
Why?
as everybody else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Things can
we
fall
don't
apart
want you
too.
to die any more
Yeah.
than them.
That's
but
right. God, safety
It makes
guys
sense.
here. But yeah.
I've thought of things differently. I'll be honest. Like since I've worked with you, I've thought of things differently, and like it is a reality.
Sure,
It's
yeah.
a reality, and I am a very hardcore person. I put myself into tree stands and situations that people probably normally don't. But working with you has given me a different thought. Like my son, he's amazing. He's beautiful hair. Probably one of the smartest kids I know. And I don't want him to leave this world knowing that his mom didn't care enough to like take care of herself.
Yeah.
You know? Like I care enough about him to take care of me.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like safety should be looked at like it's an investment in more than just you. It's your company, but it's also your family, the people that care about you. Unless you have a life insurance policy, that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, and you guys have employees, right? I
Yes.
mean, if they get hurt,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they don't get to show up the next day, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you also, your
And they were losing
insurance goes
time
up.
and everything else.
Yeah, so we've got all that. We also help mentor safety people from companies. So people who are in the trades who want to become that company safety person, we can help mentor them up. So that's just
Well,
another part.
Just doing it. If you have a construction company and you're looking for somebody to help you lower your insurance cost,
Or
and
distillery,
also
or brewery,
or
or
yeah,
just-
and literally anybody, not a construction company, just any company. Like I'm a media video production company. I know I have benefited from the knowledge I've gained here. So if you're looking for somebody to talk to, C Incorporated, the Matt Murphy is the place to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt. You've been a huge milestone for me and my company and just growing my business. I appreciate you very, very much.
We appreciate you guys too, and I mean, you guys really take care of us, so we definitely appreciate it.
I need to reach out to you to get my guys trained on the scissor lifts.
There you
Sure.
go.
Yeah.
It's happening
I
right
never
here.
knew you till today.
See?
There you
There
go.
you go.
It's just
Perfect.
happening right here on Strange Famous. So, okay, one more thing, real quick. If you haven't, please check out Platoon 22. I just beg you. The veterans need your support. It's such a ridiculous thing that we have these people going out and risking their life, and they don't have the support they need when they come back from combat. These are people that have, they've given everything, and we are here paying taxes. It's not enough. It really isn't.
Yeah,
There's
it's
people
a
in
real
our
thing.
community that need mental health support, physical support, everything. And we can do it. We
They
can do
do
it
the big
together.
fundraiser too
Yeah.
every February that we assist with and donate our time and all the production. So we're going to be doing that again this year. I believe you're going to be part of that. So they had Black Rifle
do it.
Coffee last year.
Yeah.
Guy came in from Texas. They had a great fundraiser. It was amazing.
And if you guys want to fundraise, I mean, if you have something in your heart and you're like, man, I want to get a part of that, hit me up. I'll help you figure it out. You can do it.
And what's the name?
Platoon 22.
Platoon 22, yes.
Platoon 22.
Danny Farrar.
And Danny Farrar has done a great job helping me build this whole entire show. So thank you, Danny. Thanks, Platoon 22. Thank you guys for coming on the show tonight.
CX donating 222, and I challenge all the other companies to do the same.
Yes.
So there you
I
go.
love that.
That'll start.
222.
Thank you.
222.
We'll match
That's
that,
right.
buddy.
That's
Yes.
Yeah, not a
Perfect.
problem.
Perfect.
I love it.
I like that, yeah.
Thank you guys. All right, 222. Where you at? We're gonna cut to a commercial and we get right back to our next guest. See you soon.
Catoctin Creek was founded by Becky and Scott Harris in 2009 as the first legal distillery in Loudoun County since before Prohibition. They're located in Percival, Virginia, in the heart of Loudoun Valley. Virginia is the birthplace of American whiskey, and at Catoctin Creek they faithfully dedicate themselves to that tradition, producing Virginia's most awarded whiskey, Roundstone Rye. Catoctin describes a range of mountains and the eponymous creek, which flows picturesquely past the distillery and into Potomac River and Chesapeake watershed. The results are the finest, cleanest spirits possible, with the greatest attention to detail in every single bottle they produce. The Virginia Rye Whiskey. Have a business? Need help with your online messaging? Medina Media Productions is here to help you create content, produce videos, manage your online presence, and more. With monthly marketing packages starting at only $300, we can fit into any budget. Call me, Caroline, today. Let's talk about your content. 240-344-2440.
Need portable displays for conventions and conferences, to home shows, parties, and DJ backdrops? ExpoNet USA provides the best pricing and service for all your printed branding and marketing needs. You've got a guy. Call Display J at 301-378-9363 or www.exponetusa.com. Also available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I feel it. Every time it plays, I feel it. What's up, guys? Caroline with Medina Media Productions. So, I have a couple of magical people with me now. We're here at McClintocks Distillery. Shannon, you've literally changed my life. Like, do you know how disabled I was when I came in to see you? Seriously, you know, because you saw me. Like, I'm a mess. Like, my collarbone just, like, floats. I'm always in pain. And the dry needling and then just, like, the therapy I got working with you guys is a game changer. It's a life-changing experience to go in pain and walk out of a building and not be in pain.
Well, I mean, that's high praise, high testament, and it's,
It's
always
legit.
a best
It's
case
real.
scenario.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
And thank you for being willing to share that experience. So,
It's amazing.
So backstory, physical therapy, there's a technique we can utilize with needles. It's different than acupuncture, but akin to acupuncture, and so far it's using needles, and Caroline's had a really transformational
Amazing
experience with it.
experience.
So that's it's always
Dry
cool.
and needly. Dry and needly.
She's the poster child.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my body. Like, I go in, and if you have a job on a computer, or you're driving a lot, or anything where you just use like your shoulder muscles, right, and you have that tension and you can't get rid of it, this is like they put a needle in you. Okay, it sounds a little scary, but they put this needle in, and the needle is like going crazy on the nerve, right? The vibration of the nerve, is that how it works?
Not technically. So there's connective tissue. So there's always layers of webbing in your tissue, and essentially the connective tissue kind of almost magnetizes or kind of winds to the needle a little
It'll
bit.
blow your mind.
So when you think about those tension knots, those spots that everybody rubs, for some people, using needles is an effective way to kind of, basically poke the bear, so to speak.
I don't know what it does, but it is.
Yeah,
it's a release.
It does.
Feels like the muscle just like gives up and is like, okay, I don't want to be tense anymore. I want to relax.
Yeah, and
you walk out feeling. I personally walk out feeling like something that I couldn't even lift my arm walking in.
Yeah,
and then afterwards I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah,
like I have movement. I can do everything. I've got all the things.
Right. So it's a mechanical stimulus, chemical change. Mm-hmm. The body's a chemical, organic thing.
I haven't been there in months. I haven't needed it. I mean, that's a great feeling, right? Like
that's our success story when somebody doesn't need to come back.
Dude, right? I can't even tell you. I will pay out of pocket. Even if my insurance didn't cover it, I would pay out of pocket to go and get the relief, because you can't get the time back of being miserable and feeling uncomfortable. You can't. And every time I start feeling like things are off and wanky, I'm like, all right, Shannon, I need to schedule some times. And the last time I came in, I think I was there like 20 times or something. Like, it took a while to figure it out and like get myself back to where I felt comfortable moving, like movement-wise, but it worked. It did. It literally worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a puzzle piece, right? Like, so you got to kind of figure out not just how to calm down the thing, but what's driving the thing. And so that's kind of where PTs as a whole really try to kind of get down to that root cause.
And you're so good at what you do, like figuring out ways to exercise the muscles that need to support your body. So for me personally, I have my collarbone is like floating, and it's fucking crazy. It's a little bit crazy, right? And I go to pull back my bow for hunting, and it puts a lot of pressure on that. So I needed to like stabilize all of the other parts of my muscles here, so I could have the strength to do it.
It's a particularly unfortunate injury to have for wanting to do that, because it's kind of the most...
It's exactly what you don't want.
The most
literally
directly stressful maneuver for a ligamentous injury at the collarbone.
But you guys helped me.
But you're doing it.
Legitimately. Like, I am a testament that can tell you, you see me on my social media, if you see what I'm doing, it is only because I'm literally physically able to, and I wasn't. Like 2 years ago, I was not physically able to pull my bow back. I wasn't.
Well,
it's taking time.
That warms, I think, my heart, PT's hearts across the land.
It takes, but you have to actually do the work. Like they gave me exercises. If I just walked away and didn't do it, it also wouldn't work. So it's been a dedication of my time. I've put the work in. I've put the work into working out and getting myself right and figuring it out. So. But I wouldn't have known what I needed to do if I wouldn't have come to see you guys.
Right.
So, PT Body Sons.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for spreading the gospel.
Absolutely. In Boonsboro. Take the trip, go see them. They're cool people. They have an amazing facility. And it's right next to a liquor store.
There is that.
It is right next to a liquor store.
I'm not going to swear to it, but I'm pretty sure they represent them.
I feel like it's a vibration that I can support. So we're in it. We're in it to win it.
We're in it to win it.
We're in it to win it. Shannon, and look, this is Matt's wife.
Yes, and
what an amazing combination.
FYI, I was just randomly recruited, so
yeah, I just pulled her in. She was just here to drink, and I'm like, Shannon, look, you've changed my life. Come on, just sit the fuck down. We're doing this.
And I am sitting.
And you're doing it
as requested.
Good job. I didn't even know I was going to see you today.
I know, right?
Yeah, good to see you.
Good to see you.
And we really, appreciate everybody's support. If you have a time, minute, 5 seconds, go check out Platoon 22.
I just pulled it up
Yeah.
actually, and I will match.
They're
Matt's
doing
donation.
amazing stuff in the community, honestly, like helping people that have given everything for our country, for you to have the freedom that you have to go and vote and make marijuana legal today. Fuck, that shit happened because of veterans that need your support right now. Platoon 22 is waiting for you. Go check them out. They're doing amazing things. They're helping job placement, mental health support, stuff like, I'm pretty sure there's an opportunity there to get some veterans in, to get some dry needling, because that changed my life, unreal. But what could be better than music therapy, honestly?
I'm with you.
Yeah, I love my music. I don't know about you, but like if you are in a certain way,
yeah.
emotionally, mentally, physically, you put on a fucking song and it makes you feel. If you feel it, you feel the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite band?
Oh, well, on the spot.
what's your-
I mean, my historical go-to, is U2, but I listen to a lot of kind of.
You too? Really?
Yeah, we went to see.
I like
went
Santa
to-
Barbara.
Went to Dublin to
U2.
see them, actually.
I love U2. I've seen them in concert in California and San Diego. I would love to Bono. If you're watching.
That's a whole other podcast.
Shannon and I would love to talk to you. She can dry
would.
needle the
We
fuck
would.
out of you. She can just stick you with all kinds of needles.
The offer is open.
It's open. It's an open offer. But you guys, what's your inspiration for music? So let me just say this really quick. These guys are in, it's like this really crazy opportunity to have friends that I haven't had ever, honestly. Like, these are my friends. These are my friends that I hang out with. We smoke weed, we play music, we chill, we vibe together. And they're so talented. And you live right next to me. So we could just be like, it's like I'm living in Friends, the TV show. Or Big Bang Theory. Ivan loves Big Bang Theory. I'm like, hey, go knock on the door. You guys want to smoke? You want to play some music?
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about business. Let's do some things. And they're like the most kind, loving people, and I love it. I just love the vibe that I get going and hanging out with you guys. Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut away here to play some music from Talia and Tad, and we're gonna film it tomorrow. So it's not live right now, but we're gonna do it so we can give you a high quality video and give you a taste of like what inspires them, right?
Yeah.
So what inspires you? Tell us about this music we're gonna play.
Gosh. Well, one thing
I'm
I
gonna
can
make sure they hear you.
one thing I can definitely say for me, like when it comes to like writing music, I've never really been a journaling type of person. So it's like my songs are like the closest thing to a diary for me, even if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it's such a beautiful way for me to get out really complicated emotions. And
I feel a certain way around Talia. Like I met her just weeks ago, but it's been a transformation just becoming your friend.
Dude, yeah.
Legit. And Talia is helping me with posting on my clients' pages, and she's working for me and helping
feel
me
like you're
and
like
just
my
taking.
mentor.
She's taken a load from me that it's not like I couldn't handle it, but I couldn't grow without her support. So thanks. Talia. You're amazing. You're an
amazing.
artist, and I love it. I'm so proud to have you on my team.
Oh
and
my
working with you.
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud to be on this team.
Yeah,
I
you're
love
killing
it.
it.
I love your team.
Keep doing it. Yeah. And then you're just like this kind, like kindred spirit that just shows up, like this magical person that just appears and plays music. He's like, oh, hi, I'm Tad and I came to play music for you. Just walk into their apartment and there's music playing. I brought Ivan in there, and Ivan, what was the vibe? It was just like people hanging out, playing music. Ivan was like, this is a serious white people thing. It was a powwow. It was definitely a powwow. It was super cool though. But I want him to experience like all of life. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you just only expose your kids to like the little part of life that you want them to see, they don't ever get a chance to decide who they really want to be. And they also don't get a chance to like make their own decisions. You know what I mean? If you just don't put them in that position, then they don't have a chance to even think for themselves.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I want my kids, every kid, to feel like they have an opportunity to be who they want to be.
Heck Yeah.
You're never going to figure that out if you just sit in your own environment where your parents stick you. And I'm not a perfect parent. I'm not a perfect person on any level. But I do feel like therapy has helped me a lot to figure out how I want to deal with my life. And, you know, self-realization is not something, and self-actualization doesn't just come overnight. I'm like,
Sure doesn't.
I'm still figuring it all out. But if you can just be true in yourself and like what you want to do, you know.
Yeah.
And you guys are that. You are. I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. I feel better when I hang out with you guys.
Well, we
And
love when you come
that's
over
a good
and hang
thing.
out.
Yeah.
It's always
It
like,
might be the weed, no. But it could
the
also be
vibe.
the music. It could be the music. It could be me. It could just be all of everything. It's just like a good feeling. Like your life is so short. It is.
Yeah.
And you guys have it figured out. Like you're in a different way that I don't have it figured out.
All I can say that I have figured out is that I have absolutely nothing figured out. I don't know.
That's a real realization, though, isn't it? It is. That's a real thing. Like
Some
to
days
know
it's
and absorb that
soul-crushing.
you don't know everything. It's a humbling experience.
Yeah.
Humility.
Yeah.
It's so empowering.
Humility is a very
It's not all in
attractive,
control.
very attractive trait.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So we're gonna vibe out with these guys on Carroll Creek. I hope you guys enjoy this. Stay tuned. We're gonna be right back.
Peace out.
There you go. So now we're gonna.
Have a business? Need help with your online messaging? Medina Media Productions is here to help you create content, produce videos, manage your online presence, and more. With monthly marketing packages starting at only $300, we can fit into any budget. Call me, Caroline, today. Let's talk about your content. 240-344-2440. North River Sportsman's Club is offering 3D archery competition to the public starting in March 2023. If you would like to participate or learn more, please contact Valley Guns 2 at 304-229-4411.
Need portable displays for conventions and conferences, to home shows, parties, and DJ backdrops? ExpoNet USA provides the best pricing and service for all your printed branding and marketing needs. You've got a guy. Call Display J at 301-378-9363 or www.exponetusa.com. Also available on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thank you so much, McClintocks. You guys are amazing. Braden, I hope you get over whatever butt hurtness you had tonight to not show up. So I hope you feel good. I know you're not feeling good, and we love you for not coming and getting all of us sick.
We
so
appreciate
thank you so much.
the sacrifice and the
And
responsibility.
yeah, definitely. So all my guests, thank you so much for coming out tonight. This has been so much fun. And please check out everybody. All of the links are in the comments. We're going to put everybody's links to their Facebook pages, their YouTube channels, Spotify's, whatever they got going on. I want to thank my girl right here. I cannot even imagine what we're going to do together. This is going to be so much fun. So I'm growing my company, and we're doing TikToks and social media, and you have the TikTok skills, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So my girl right here is bringing the skills.
We're doing dances.
Yeah, we're gonna do the dances, we're gonna do the trends, we're gonna do all the things. So if you're looking for somebody to help you with your social media, video production, website, I'm not always drunk, I promise. We can do quality stuff, and I have a team of people that are actually really legit. She didn't even take a shot tonight. I mean, backing it up. So, until next time, thank you, McClintocks, for having us here. Thanks for everybody coming in. Shannon,
Thank you.
Love you, girl. Peace. All right, good job. Good job.